Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back. Welcome back this morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Good morning. Please comment where you're watching from. Welcome back again today, this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who is here? You're welcome, guys. You guys are all welcome. 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 Please comment where you're watching from. This morning, I just choose to come live because of network interruption yesterday. We were not able to finish our discussion because my network was kind of fluctuating up and down, up and down. So I had to end the live. And today, this evening, I'm not going to be coming live by 8:30 p.m. because of my time schedule. I have an appointment. I have a meeting in the evening today, so I will not be live today. So I choose to come live this morning so we can have a brief discussion. You know, so I don't know who is there. Please, if this is your first time joining us here, subscribe to the channel and also comment where you're watching from. You can also put on your notifications so that we can be able to know when I'm live. I always come live every 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. But today I'm not going to be live today because of my busy schedule, my business time and all that. So I'm having a meeting today. So I'm not going to be live today. So if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and comment where you're watching from. Say Mingila, I can give you a shout out, please. Okay. If this is your first time joining us, comment where you're watching from, please. Welcome, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're having more. We have 11 people here watching us. Please comment where you're watching from. Where are you watching from, please? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yesterday live broadcast was kind of a disappointment. Nelly from South Africa. You're welcome, sister. Are you a woman or a man? You're very welcome. Welcome, 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 please. Um, who else is there? Please comment where you're watching from, please. And give us thumbs up. Thumbs up is important, please. And share the broadcast as well. Let's have a fruitful discussion, like I will always do. We always have fruitful discussion on this channel. Because of my time schedule, it was supposed to be scheduled at night, but because of time schedule, we're not going to be able to make it at night today. I have a meeting to catch up in the evening time, and I choose to come live today, this morning, so we can have a brief discussion about the continuation of our discussion yesterday. Mainly yesterday, we were talking about Burkina Faso and Donald Trump and the Donald Trump immigration policies. We discussed a bit about immigration policies. Then we switched to Burkina Faso and the Africa and African leaders in general. So we're going to be continuing from the discussion of African issues today, this morning, is all about, is something that we can't stop. Like I said, I keep speaking about Ibrahim Traore. As long as my platform is valid, I keep speaking for him and speaking, to defending him at any cost. As long as he's doing the right thing in Burkina Faso, because it is what defending. Ibrahim Traore is a young man. Is a young man at 37 years that took over power 2023, and we didn't believe and we didn't know that he would be this active in leadership, and trying to make sure that the dividends of democracy reach across the board in his country, and his countrymen, they are enjoying, Burkina Faso are enjoying the dividends of democracy since Ibrahim Traore took over power, and it's a thing of emulation. It's something that to be commended of. It is not easy to be an African president despite the Western forces that is holding our leaders a ransom, subjecting them to a slavery kind of mentality. Ibrahim Traore at all odds, he broke all the protocols and doing wonders in Burkina Faso. As we speak, Ibrahim Traore is building. In fact, Burkina Faso now is a construction site as we speak. It's not just only building roads; it's creating job opportunities for the youth. Not just only creating job opportunities, is as well in creating, building constant electricity and stable power supply, good pipe-on water that goes across Burkina Faso, and as well building hospitals for proper medical facilities, and as well not just only that, proper education and quality education system for his people. This is what every African prays for, and this is what we have been clamoring for. We want a leader that has his people at heart, and a leader that has intention of doing good to his people, helping his people to grow, to stand. He's not just a leader that all his things is about what he can gain, his own personal gain and selfish benefit, right? Ibrahim Traore is an exceptional leader that every single leader in Africa should emulate. I don't know how it gets to you, but to me, I feel like Burkina Faso has been blessed. It is not easy, despite the challenges he has been facing. The assassination attempts that has been meted on him since he took over power. Like I said, the Africom leader, United States military, also command, also Marine command or something in Africa. The one that is in charge, that is a General Michael Langley, labeled Ibrahim Traore as a dictator. The fact that he was labeled as a dictator is not even the problem. The fact that they were trying to connive with African leaders to assassinate him is even the worst part of it. It is just like the people that were supposed to protect you are selling you out to your enemies. You know why I call the West enemies to Ibrahim Traore? Because Ibrahim Traore took a bold step. The bold step he took was, taking back his resources from France, from French government, taking the mining sites from the French miners, asking them to leave his country, because he knows the presence of France, as a government of France in Burkina Faso does not yield any positive impact in Burkina Faso. You can imagine a country that was colonized and then regained freedom 30 years later cannot boast of 3,000 kilometers of road. Despite the natural resources that Burkina Faso has, despite everything, the mineral resources, everything, Burkina Faso cannot be able to boast of 33,000 kilometers of road. But as God may have it, immediately Ibrahim Traore took over power, he was able to recover all the resources, not just only recovering the resources, he started utilizing the resources. And now I can tell you for free that Ibrahim Traore have acquired over 1,000 machines for road construction. Because the reason why he acquired machines, he complained about the foreign contractors, that would take forever. It takes them like years to build ordinary 1 kilometer of road. So he decided to take it upon himself to buy machines, train his people, and then equip them, and making sure that this road construction is being delivered to his people. And he's doing amazingly well. He's doing absolutely well. Now, Burkina Faso have turned a project site to be a project site. Not just only that, Ibrahim Traore took over, power, and he promised his people of 5,000 kilometers of road every year. You can imagine when a leader promises his people 5,000 kilometers of road every year. How big is Burkina Faso? You can imagine now, in the next 5 years, Burkina Faso will no longer be talking about road construction anymore because there will be no single pothole in Burkina Faso. I believe, I believe very well that the whole of Burkina Faso roads in Burkina Faso cannot be up to 50,000 kilometers. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure that the whole of the roads in Burkina Faso, even in the bush, the streets cannot be up to 50,000 kilometers of roads in Burkina Faso. So now you can imagine 5,000 kilometers of road every year. In 10 years, okay, in 5 years, you'll be achieving about 25,000 kilometers of road. In 10 years, you'll be achieving about 50,000 kilometers of road. If 50,000 kilometers of road is being delivered to Nigeria, do you know that there will be no single pothole in Nigeria, everywhere in Nigeria, as big as Nigeria? There will be no single pothole in Nigeria, as big as Nigeria. So now imagine 50,000 kilometers of road in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso now is becoming, um, how will I put it? It's like a stepping stone for all Africans. Every African youth should be thinking everything that whatever that comes to your mind right now, it should be to emulate Ibrahim Traore and be like Ibrahim Traore. Someone that has his people at heart, not someone that is selfish, not someone that wants to accumulate wealth for himself, not someone that wants to feel be bossy over his people, not someone that wants to subject his people into abject poverty and enrich himself and his family, and then take the money to the West to go and build houses, beautiful mansions, and then send his family back to the West and subject his people to abject poverty. 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, I had to answer a call. So, what am I talking about? It is very important. Every African youth should be thinking of how to be like Ibrahim Traore, emulate him, be like him, act like him, and think like him. Someone that is selfless, somebody that has his people at heart, someone that has good intention for his people, someone that never wanted to enrich himself and subject his people into abject poverty, just like exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria as a country, I'm from Nigeria, I'm a Nigerian by nationality, but lives in the Gambia. Please, if you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe to the channel and give us thumbs up. Please, 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 please. It's important. Subscribe to the channel, give us thumbs up, and as well comment where you're watching from. I will be giving you a shout out if you comment where you're watching from. So um Nigeria is a country that has every mineral resources that you can think of. Nigeria has everything. Nigeria has crude oil, and our crude oil is one of the best crude oil in Africa. We have gold, we have iron, uranium, we have you know sodium chloride, we have coal, we have every mineral resource you can think of. We have it in Nigeria. So there's no single point A Nigerian should be able to have the guts or will want to leave Nigeria to look for greener pasture anywhere in the world. Nigeria would have been like Libya of Gaddafi. Should have been like Libya of Gaddafi. You know, the reason why I say Libya of Gaddafi, during the time of Gaddafi, Libya was one of the best countries in Africa. Libya was a very, very sweet country in Africa. But since the death of Gaddafi, Libya now has become, the glory of Libya has left Libya, and Libya has become a fighting ground, like a war, like, I don't know how to put it. Libya is nothing to write home about now, you know. But in Nigeria has every single mineral resources that anybody can think of. But what is the problem? The problem is bad leadership. Our leaders subjected to the Western colonial masters, you know, subjecting to them, giving them accounts of how their leadership is going in Africa. That is not even my problem. That is not even my anger. My anger is this: those mineral resources, why not utilizing them in Africa? Why not utilizing them in Nigeria? Build refineries, refine them here in Nigeria, and then export them so that you can be able to create job opportunity in Nigeria. You can imagine Nigeria as a country was not having refinery for crude oil until Dangote came up to build a refinery, and now Nigerian government get to remember that we'll have to refurbish the one we have in Port Harcourt that is not even functioning as we speak. So what we do is when we get our crude oil, we have to export our crude oil to go for to refine it. After refining it back, we have to buy it back from the Westerners to come and sell back in our country, meaning making the price of petrol very extremely expensive, like as if we do not have crude oil. So why not utilize those mineral resources in Africa? Why not utilize them? When you utilize them, why not use the money wisely? Use it to build good road, pay civil servants well, have a good retirement plan for the civil servants, build affordable homes for civil servants. They can pay by mortgage, build constant electricity so that we can have constant electricity. Electricity is one of the things that brings development. Build good pipe-borne water, build stable and good medical facilities and the quality education. We're not asking too much. These are the things we're looking for. These are the things we want. It's not a leader that will want somebody will enter into power today and he started behaving like God. He started acting like demigod. Acting like demigod, like when he's going to visit his constituency will have to organize a carnival to sing praises for him because he's a politician. Like for me, I don't worship. I don't even value politicians. They are nothing to me. I don't value them because they are all, they are the main source of our problems in Africa. So utilize those natural resources. Now you can get to understand that as small as Burkina Faso with their little resources, Ibrahim Traore can be able to achieve this greatness within a short period of 2 years. So what about a country like Nigeria that has 100 times fold of what Burkina Faso have? Why not utilize those mineral resources, use it to make life easier for your citizens, instead of your youth jumping Mediterranean Sea to go to the Europe to look for greener pasture? So where are we going from here? Where are we going from here? We just have to call a spade a spade. The same thing happened in Libya. Libya was a great country, what Gaddafi was doing is exactly what Ibrahim Traore is doing right now. Libya took hold of their resources, refined their resources by themselves, utilize the money by themselves, and do whatever they want to do with their money. But we submitted our resources to the West, and then they control our resources for us, which is not supposed to be. Supposed to be whatever belongs to you belongs to you. Like I say, America does not have crude oil. Yes, I said it with my full chest. Let me see. America does not have crude oil. So how will America that does not have crude oil be having reserve that can even last for them for 50 years. A country that doesn't have crude oil have a reserve that will last for them for 50 years. It is crazy. It's very crazy. And we cannot keep quiet and letting these things keep happening to us while we suffer. If we do not speak up now, our grandchildren are going to suffer it. Our children are going to suffer. Our great-grandchildren are going to pay for it. So this is the right time we start speaking up, start defending Ibrahim Traore, because Ibrahim Traore is a stepping stone for every African to see that we have the resources we need, we desire to build Africa. Can I give people shout out here? I have a Ismail Brohi. I have a John Wafula. This is my African brother. John Wafula, where are you watching from, please? I have Warren. Hey, Warren, where are you watching from? I have Abby Wright. Where are you watching from? I have Monukuma Kata Hindu. Where are you watching from? I have Claudia Rafael Peroze Reyes. Please, where are you watching from? This sounds like Mexican or Cuban. I have Mohammed. I have Mod Adi Ali Kwesh from Palestine. Where are you watching from, please? Jamaica. Abby from Jamaica. You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Please give me a shout out. Sorry, give me a thumbs up. Comment where you're watching from as well. Subscribe to the channel. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Subscribe to the channel. Roxanne Jones, watching from Guyana. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Like I said, I was supposed to come live today by 8:30 p.m. like I always do, but I'm not going to do that because of circumstances beyond my control. I'm having a meeting by that time, so the time will kind of collide, so it will not going to work. So I decided to Karamba Jabi, Gambian, live in Italy. Thank you, my brother. My brother from wow. This is my Gambian brother. Brother, I live in the Gambia. I've been living in the Gambia for 15 years. Karamba Jabi. Bro, Nagadev. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Now I have my Gambian brother here. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us. So, like I said, I always come live every 8:30 p.m. Gambia time, but today I'm not going to be coming live. We'll make it tomorrow by 8:30 p.m. Subscribe to the channel, put on your notification so that whenever comes live, you'll be able to be notified. And as well, subscribe to the channel to make it easier. Share the broadcast to make it go wider so we can have wider audience. So like I said, we have all it takes to make life easy in Africa, to make life easy for the citizens. In fact, like I said, let me tell you one thing. There's one good thing I will tell you now. We have every resources that we require to build Africa to be more, our economy stronger than the European economy. We have all the resources to make our citizens' life easy. But why is it that our leaders have failed us in all ramification? Because of selfishness, because of greediness, because of self-centeredness. They no longer think and reason fine. The West have hypnotized them to the point that they no longer reason. They don't even, some of them were from the street before they become leaders. So they knows everything a common man is going through on the street. So no, why not use that street orientation to enter into government so that you can be able to give back to your people the dividends of democracy that we require, that we deserve. So it's very sad. It's very, very sad. Thank you, brother. Cool, elder brother. Good. Karamba. Thank you very much. I'm fine. Thanks. You are really right. Really talk, my God. Continue. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you very much. So it is very sad. Just like exactly what's happening. My brother just reminded me of Gambia. I've been living here for the past almost 15 years now. What we're seeing now in the Gambia, the kind of leadership we are seeing now in the Gambia is something that I don't know how to explain it. This was not the Gambia that I met when I came here. It's a different ball game, all right? It's a different ball game. Like there's something that happened a few days ago. People were complaining about there's a restaurant owned by a Lebanese. I don't know if it's a Lebanese but I know about it's from Arab. They call the restaurant Paradiso Restaurant in Senegambia. This restaurant pays his workers $1,300 and $1,500. I saw this on YouTube, on TikTok. I got super upset. I was wondering, this individual that is paying his workers 1,300, how much is his own expenses every month? Sorry, every day. I'm pretty sure that this person that pays his worker 1,300 spends more than 1,300 every day, or he pays 1,300 to a person in a month. So I got super upset, and this thing got to reflect my mind back, and I got to realize that these people, the kind of mindset they have against Africans, they always see Africans like we are nobody. They always have the mindset that we don't know the value of money. We don't know, it doesn't make any sense for us to have money. In fact, they always have that slave master mentality towards us, right? Because that if someone have slave master mentality, that is why the person will have to subject his fellow human being to work for him, and you pay him $1,300. Mind you, $1,300 is not even up to $20, and you are paying somebody, a family, maybe like, even if it's not a family person or like a family man, paying somebody 1,300 is total extortion and an inhuman subjection. Is totally unacceptable in all ramification. So I made a post, clamoring that this restaurant should be shut down. And even the worst part of it is that some group of people went to the tourism board to report this restaurant, and as well went to the Ministry of Labor or whatsoever to report this restaurant, and they did nothing about it. This is to tell you that our problem is from the leaders. Because if it's a country, a sane country, a country that the rule of law works, that restaurant would not be existing by now. And that guy should be ordered to pay his workers. In fact, but nothing happened. And Paradiso is still existing. Not just only existing. Paradiso is one of the most expensive restaurants in Senegambia. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the same slave master mindset these people are having towards Africa. Is that the same thing? Like I said, last time I was explaining to someone, I said, now look at, for you to know what is going on in Africa. Ramaphosa, South African president, was invited in America by Donald Trump. He was invited, right? He went to America. When he saw Donald Trump, his body language alone shows that he saw his superior. Not just only seeing his superior, he saw the person how will I say, his colonial master or his slave master. That's the body language I saw from Ramaphosa. Not just only that, during the interaction, I don't call that interaction. I call it interrogation. That was interrogation, pure interrogation and intimidation from Donald Trump to South African President Ramaphosa. The way he was interrogating him, asking him questions, I was like wondering, this man is not a president? How can your colleague be asking you questions like as if you are he's a, like you are in the law court, and you cannot even stand up and walk away from that kind of subjection. So this is a kind of this, like I said, our sovereignty has been tampered in Africa. Our sovereignty in Africa has been tampered with. We do not have voice of our own anymore. We cannot do anything on our own anymore. That is the reason why when we want to do one single thing, we run to IMF for loan. We run to China for loan. We run to European Union for loan. We run to America for loan. And these people keep saying Africa is at the back of the world. The other day, Donald Trump called Africa shithole countries, right? That was his previous regime. He called African continent shithole countries. So if we continue like this without speaking up, that is the reason why I keep telling everybody, use your little platform, use your tiny platform to start speaking up for Africa. It is only Africans that can be able to save Africa. If you are waiting for Europeans to save Africa and build Africa like Europe, you are wasting your time. In 100 years to come, Africa will still remain like this. So it's somebody like Ibrahim Traore that have stood up now to change that mindset and the mentality, letting African people know very, very well that we have all it takes to build Africa. Sorry, who is this? Please, I don't block people. I do not disrespect people, and I don't suspend people on my channel. Please, if you are here, if you are not comfortable with what we're talking about, or if you don't understand what we're talking about, you can take a leave, okay? We don't force anyone to be here. I see Sina. Sina, your name, I cannot pronounce your name because your name sounds like a like a mental deranged person's name. So I cannot be able to pronounce your useless name. You talking rubbish off point. You just came in here. You did not listen to what we are saying. You did not get to understand our point, and you started throwing jabs. Please, respect is a reciprocal. We do not insult people, and we do not throw jabs on people. We are talking about fact. Fact, only fact. I believe very well. I believe very well that this person that made this comment is either a white supremacy or is an Arabic man that I'm talking against the Arabic Paradiso restaurant that is maltreating Gambians and paying them $1,300. That is not even up to $20, which in nowhere in the history of nowhere you can find that kind of pay. It's very bad. I say Ibrahim Bandit. I'm a Ugandan. I love our brother Ibrahim Traore. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My brother, yesterday I talked about your country. Ugandans are another set of people in Africa that are going through hell. Yeah. I've not been to Uganda, but I'm following Ugandan news very well, closely. Uganda is another country in Africa that is going through hell. Museveni have subjected Ugandans into abject poverty after so many years of clinging to power. He have subjected people of Uganda into abject poverty, using tyrannical kind of leadership against them. Opposition do not have say. Bobby Wine have been locked up how many times? And Bobby Wine supporters have been killed, locked up, and jailed for life. Some have jailed for life, some have been jailed for years, and nothing is happening. Okay. Now let me come to. I'm just touching hands. Anyway, let me come to Michael Langley, the head of Africom in Africa. Like I said, if you read the function of Africom in Africa, it says that the primary purpose of establishing Africom in Africa here is to help Africans to fight terrorism, not just only fight terrorism, to help Africans to supply whatever for humanity's sake or whatsoever. But they left their job, left the Boko Haram in Nigeria, they left the ISWAP in our Sahel states, they left the ISIS, they left all the terrorists across Africa, and come to Burkina Faso to come and fight Ibrahim Traore, knowing fully well that they have a lot of work to do. This man went to the Congress and labeled Ibrahim Traore as a dictator. And I keep reminding him, if you really want to fight dictatorship in Africa, number one, Uganda is number one country for him to go. Let him go to Uganda. He has a lot of work to do in Uganda. First of all, Ugandan people have been subjected into abject poverty. Ugandan people have been subjected into tyranny era. Museveni have made Ugandans' life miserable. And Uganda, their resources have not been utilized, have not been used well for the past couple of years now, for over 40 years now. So, aquatic solution, support to your president will always be there from every right country. Said, actually, I am as pro-Africa as they come and back. I didn't know that being compared to a fellow African brother, but it's fine. Thanks, bro. We pray for our revival to come in Uganda. Okay, so let me continue what I'm saying. If you are joining us for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Please, it's important. Subscribe to the channel. Put on your notification as well. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Comment where you're watching from. I'll give you a shout out later. So I keep saying, if Langley really wanted to fight tyranny or dictatorship in Africa, let me give him the list of the country that he will have to go and fight dictatorship. Not Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is not even in the list. So let him leave Burkina Faso alone and leave Ibrahim Traore alone to do his job and serve his people, because his people, they are all happy. Okay. First of all, let him go to Uganda. Uganda is the first place to go. Let him go there and fight with Museveni and stop him from subjecting Ugandans into abject poverty. Let him go to Congo. It is very important what's going on in Congo. It's obvious. Let him go to South Sudan, go to Sudan. Let him go to what's it called? Equatorial Guinea. You know, there are a lot of countries in Africa that if they really, really want to work, there are a lot of countries they will have to go and fight dictatorship, not Burkina Faso. Sandra Jungler, welcome back. Yesterday night was very, very crazy for me. Internet was very bad. I think it was the weather. The internet was nothing to write home about. It was not that active. It was going on and off, back and forth. So I had to quit the live broadcast and decided to come live this morning, because in the evening I will not be able to be coming live. I will have a meeting in the evening time. I will have a meeting in the evening time. So 8:30 p.m. I'm not going to be here. So it's obvious that tomorrow 8:30 p.m. we're going to be catching ourselves live tomorrow 8:30 p.m. Sandra Junglers, thank you very much for always joining us here. I see you, Roxanne Jones. If people stop buying from the restaurant, workers protest for better wages and stop taking their businesses to him, then he will have no business. I am so proud now that Black people are standing up. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you very, very, very much, Roxanne Jones. Your comment makes a lot of sense. Like I said, disabled, their mindset, like I said, if you're paying somebody the $1,500 or $1,300 every month, let's assume transport here, a drop of transport here is $13. Now you calculate $13, the person will come and go. Okay, let's say $25 every day. $25 times 30 days. 30 days is $750. So now minus 1,300 from $750. Okay, you get to know that what is remaining there. Okay, minus 500, 800, minus 250. Now you'll be having $550 after transport alone from $1,300. What will be left with you is $550 after transport in a month. Then from that $550, you remove your breakfast every morning when you are at work. At least the least of breakfast you can get in Gambia here is $50. So minus $50 times, okay, let me say $25. Let me just call $25 but $25 cannot give you breakfast anyway. But let me just say $25. $25 times let's say 30 days, right? It will be giving you $750. You will see that the money is not even enough for your transport and your breakfast. I mean, transport and breakfast. The money is not even enough. Is this not wickedness? This is pure wickedness. In fact, this is pure modern day slavery. Pure modern day slavery. And mind you, a plate of food in Paradiso is about $700 or $1,000. A plate of food, depending on the kind of food you are eating there. $1,000 or $700 a plate of food in Paradiso. And you are paying people in a month $1,300. So, like I said, we need to start opening our minds. We need to start waking up. We need to start defending ourselves. We need to start speaking up, using our little platform to defend our continent, because our continent is sinking. Thank you, Sandra Jungle. I say, I feel you in that. It was misbehaving. It's okay. Is it? Thank you very much. The money is like a chicken change. Wow, sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. Very sad. Very sad. A cleaner, my cleaner that cleans for me every day. Her salary is $5,000. I pay her $5,000. My cleaner, the cleaner, only cleaner. I'm not even talking about security. My security earns $10,000. Though he's working 24 hours. He lives here. He lives here in my apartment. He lives here. He doesn't pay for light bill. He doesn't pay for water bill. He doesn't pay for house rent. I give him everything. I bought kitchen things for him. He cooks for himself. I pay him $10,000. $10,000. That is times, let me say times 7 of someone's salary that is working in Paradiso. This is pure wickedness. Pure wickedness. Anybody can make to his fellow human being. Okay? It's Rising Africa. Rise, let's speak positive, please, Eze. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So that's the point that I'm making here. If we really want Africa to move forward, if we really want the best for Africa, we will have to use our little platform to start speaking up, because it's through the social media ranting that's how we got to remove General Langley from Africom head, because the heat was too much for him. When he made that comment at the Congress calling Ibrahim Traore a dictator that have subjected his people into whatsoever, that's when we started speaking up. Our brothers in Caribbean, our brothers in Cuba, Jamaica, all the rest. Now, our brothers in Africa here, we started speaking up, started defending our brother. That is when the heat started, firing him, and he had no other choice than to step down. He had no other choice than to step down. So there's power in social media. There's power in social media, and we will keep fighting until we get the Africa that we desire. Exactly. So that's the point. So that's the thing. Oh, Sandra, he said, I mean, no country in Africa is sick. I know, I understand. It was a slip of tongue anyway. He said, always forward ever, backward never. Thank you so much. God bless you, Sandra. God bless you. Mwanji Ilunga, a brother from Africa. This is a brother from Africa. Where are you watching from, please? Wanji Ilunga, where are you watching from? May I know where you're watching from? Please, if you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Not just need to subscribe, put on your notification as well. Share the broadcast, please. Share it on your WhatsApp, your WeChat, your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Snapchat. Share so that we can have wider audience, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm super excited that we are here again today. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday night, my internet was like fluctuating, go up and down, up and down. So at the end of the day, I had to give up the live broadcast. But finally, we are here again this morning, and the internet is going smoothly, no interruption, no complaint. So thank you very much, guys. My Zambia brother from Lusaka, Gambia. Welcome, Zambia. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate Africa Unite. We're already uniting. Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore is uniting Africa gradually. We're coming back together. That was the plan of that was Gaddafi's dream for Africa to unite and become one. Yusuf Naji Greetings from Canada. Thank you, brother. Welcome, 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 welcome. God bless you for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, please, and give us a thumbs up. Comment where you're watching from, please. Subscribe to the channel, please. It's important. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. God bless you. So, Gaddafi's dream was to build an Africa, a borderless Africa, an Africa that will have one currency. An African will be able to travel to Egypt. A Nigerian will travel to Egypt without visa. An Egyptian will travel to South Africa without visa. This was the Gaddafi's, target and aim and had desire. But too bad that dream was cut short. That dream was cut short. But still, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen anytime soon. I pray. That's my wish. It's going to happen anytime soon. It is very important that we use our little platform to speak for Africa, to defend our continent. We cannot let strangers to come and defend us or to fight for us. It is we, Africans, will definitely fight for ourselves. Our leaders have failed us woefully. Yes, our leaders have failed us. That is the reason why a medical doctor in Africa will finish immediately. He finishes his study programs, he will travel to UK or travel to America for better payment, because there's no good pay in Africa. And the worst part of it is that when they go, to Europe or America or Canada, when they find better life there, they never return back. They will just start having. That's why Africans are scattered all over the world. Yeah, that's why Africans are scattered all over the world. Like I keep saying, I'm advocating for every single African to always remember you were an African before you became anything else you are now. So always remember that there's where you are coming from. Remember your root, where you're coming from. I saw some comments here on Instagram. I saw some comments on Instagram where some people were saying, yes, building house in Africa is a waste of money, is a waste of economy, this and that. Bro, let me tell you something. Me, I'm from Igbo. I'm a pure Igbo breeded guy. So it is important as an Igbo man, if you make your first money, the first place you build your house, your first house, should be on your father's land. Yes, that's how we do it. So that your lineage will not close. And always make sure that your children comes home every December so that they can be able to adapt and get used to the culture, Igbo culture. I don't know about other tribes in Nigeria, but I'm telling you from my own culture. That is the reason why every Christmas, every December, if you go to Igbo land, is always full, because everybody comes home, so that our children can be able to be adapting and getting used to our culture and also know more of our culture. It is important. Do not leave and go and never return. Always remember that you are coming from somewhere. Africa is the future. Africa is the sweetest continent on earth. Africa is the hope of the Westerners. Without Africa, there will be no world. The world will not be in existence without Africa. Without the resources from Africa, Europe will not be the way they are today. America will not be the way they are today. Canada will not be the way. UK will not be the way they are today. So, because of African resources and African culture and Africans, is the reason why they can be proud of themselves today. Okay. Yes, Biafran power. Yeah. Sandra. Bilal Malik. Please, where are you watching from? Please comment where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Okay, subscribe to the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are here for the first time. Subscribe to the channel. Give us thumbs up. Comment where you're watching from is important. Please, what time it is in your location now? What time it is there? Mine is 11:26. 11:26 is my time. What's your time now? All right. Okay. Please, do you have a question? Anybody that has a question, please throw in your questions, please. Throw in your questions. If you have a question, please. It's important. So we can rub mind together, share our ideas and thoughts together. Albando Johnson. Please, where are you watching from? You're welcome, brother. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Albando Johnson. May I know where you're watching from, please? Um, Bando from USA, United States. So what's going on in your area now? How is Los Angeles? What's going on? Are you protesting? Are you part of the people protesting? Is your state safe? Which state are you? Please let me know because we heard what is going on in America right now. There's a massive protest in Los Angeles, massive protest against ICE. It is crazy that Donald Trump has turned to become Adolf Hitler of Germany. You know, this is one of the reasons why some people think German people are are racist, but German people are not racist. German people, they are one of the sweetest people on the earth. But because of bad leaders, because of Adolf Hitler, make German people to look bad. It's exactly what Donald Trump is trying to do, trying to make people see Americans like they are racist. But Americans are sweet people. Americans are amazing people with respect. Exactly. Okay, Sandra Jungler. Okay, okay, okay. So do not have the mindset that Americans have. Yeah, New York, from New York. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome back. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. God bless you for joining us. I'm super, super excited. Seeing you guys is an amazing. I'm very happy. Very happy. Mhm. So you guys are welcome. Okay, Sandra Jungler. Okay, Germany is now at 1:27 p.m. Okay, that's nice. 1:28. Okay. Okay. Well, German. Adolf Hitler was from where, please? Can you educate us here? Adolf Hitler was from where? Where was he from? I was thinking he's a German. German people are very sweet people. Is that they are very, very sweet people. Hmm. They are very sweet people. 2026, 2016, I went to France. I met a German guy and in the hotel where I was staying, and we were having a kind of interaction. We were talking about Adolf Hitler. He was saying they're very sweet people. German people are very amazing people with so much respect. George Jerry, George Jerry, please, where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching? Please subscribe to the channel. Please give me a thumbs up. If all of you get here, give me thumbs up. I will have wider audience, please. And as well, share the broadcast. He's from Austria, but it resides in Germany, right? Okay. Okay, Adolf Hitler is from Austria. Really? Wow. Let me check. Let me check. Really? Really? Ah. Wow. Thank you, Sandra. This is why I like you. Always educate me. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler. Okay. Rosen Jones. Is a okay. That's good. 7:30 a.m. That's good. It's very very early for you now. It's very early. It's very 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 early. Yusuf Naji. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Deborah Delaware. Sorry, Delaware, USA. Okay. So how is you? Okay, okay. Let me. Sandra. Let me. Sandra, are you going now? Catch you again. Okay, now it says Adolf Hitler was originally from Austria. Wow, this is my very first time to know that. I was thinking he's a German. Wow. Oh, wow, really? That's amazing. For real, I don't know. I didn't even read history. I don't know much about history. I'm very sorry. He was born on the 20 on April 20th, 1889 in the town of Braunau am Inn, which is located upper Austria, near the border with Germany. Wow. Although he later became the dictator of Germany, Hitler was not German by birth. Really? He moved to Germany as a young man and eventually renounced his Australian citizenship in 1925. Wow! Becoming a German citizen in 1932. Sandra, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Without you today, I don't even know how I would get to know that Adolf Hitler is not a German by birth, and he's not even originally a German. Wow. So okay, he was naturalized as a German. Wow. That's amazing. Samuel Anyanwu Irene. Thank you, my sister from, oh my God, this is my sister from Nigeria. Samuel Anyanwu Irene, thank you very much for joining us here, please. I believe you are, which state are you from, please? Amiibo. Anyanwu is Igbo, is an Igbo name. Where are you watching from, please? Thank you for joining us today. Sandra, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for educating me today. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why I always tell you guys, please comment, give your opinion. We are here to learn. We are here to, to learn. Let me attend to someone. Sorry, 1 minute. Don't go off. Don't go up, please. Just wait for me a little bit, please. You see me, few seconds. All right, I'm back again. Okay. Samuel Irene says she's 100%. Yeah, exactly. Yes. But join the German army. I know you. Yeah, exactly. He said, I am from Imo State, but reside in Germany. Thank you very much. You guys educated me today. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, Irene. Thank you so much. From Imo State, I'm from Abia State. Anyway, you're my sister. Welcome. I see Misbah Hassan. Misbah Hassan. Welcome. I see Jean Christopher Imachi. Thank you very much. Where are you watching from? Rollings. I see Rollings. Rollings, welcome back. Rollings, what happened yesterday? I didn't see you yesterday night. What happened yesterday, Rollings? Was everything okay? We spent about almost 2 hours yesterday, or 1 hour, 30 minutes. We didn't see you yesterday. I hope everything is okay, right? Yeah. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. You educated me today. Paris TV. Paris TV. Hello. Where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Yeah, Rollings today. You know what happened? Yesterday, the internet was my Wi-Fi was very, very bad. So I tried struggle with internet yesterday. I on and off, but wasn't working. Then I had to go off. Then this morning I just choose to come live because in the evening I will not be live in the evening. I have a meeting to catch up. I will be going to drop somebody off to the airport in the evening and then come back. I have a meeting in the evening, so it will be choked up for me. I will not be able to make it. I will not be able to make it. So I decided to come live today this morning so we can be able to interact a little bit till tomorrow. Tomorrow we continue again. So that is the reason why I come live this morning. Yeah. So how are you doing? Oh, Paris TV from Bayelsa, my brother from Nigeria. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. I think you guys Nigerians are coming in. This is just since few days now. I've been seeing some of my brothers and my sisters here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us here. Please subscribe to the channel, put on your notification so you'll be able to know when I'm live. I see, okay, sir. Yesterday I slept early, that's why I could not able to join you live. Okay, thank you very much. It's okay. We're all one. We're here together. Irene, the picture of the man behind you is my man. He's everybody's hero. Ibrahim Traore is everybody's hero. He's everybody's favorite. You see, that's why I keep telling people. Ibrahim Traore is a kind of special breed. The grace that is following him, the grace that is going with him, is extraordinary. You can imagine somebody they've started trying to assassinate him 17 times, and these 17 times failed. Not even one single bullet touched him. He survived assassination 17 good times. 17 good times. So you can imagine and you can get to understand and believe with me that he's not there alone. God is with him. God is with him. God is with him. Exactly. Okay, I have a Kuku. Is it Kuku? This name is very difficult for me to pronounce. I'm sorry. Kuku Obin Kuase. This sounds like a Ghanaian. It sounds like Ghanaian. Please, where are you watching from? Paris TV. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The picture is the reason I am here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And his discussion is why we are here as well. Like I said, I use my little platform to speak on his behalf. Ibrahim Traore is an amazing guy. He's a super amazing guy. People don't get to understand, what this guy has been through because we are not close to him. He has been through a lot, and the reason why I like him is that he's somebody that is very intelligent. He's extraordinarily intelligent. You know, running away from France, from the West was the best decision he made. And clinging with, making friends with Russia was also the best decision that he made as well. Because knowing fully well that Russia and the West, they are not in good terms. So, and knowing fully well that Russia is one of the world powers, and Russia would definitely stand with him. Like I said, Burkina Faso has uranium, so they can easily build their what's it called, uh, what's it called, their meso plan or whatsoever in Burkina Faso as well, because they have the material that what it takes to build it there. And I think Russia have already signed a contract with them. Ibrahim is an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. Rolling said, "He's like, sir, I like Ibrahim Traore eyes. His eyes are like tigers, hunters' eyes who have upcoming plans inside him." Exactly, exactly. God will protect him, keep him, and protect him. Exactly. That's our prayers. That's our prayers. This is one of the reasons why, thank God, my Nigerian people are here. This is one of the reasons. This is one of the things I'm saying. If a small country like Burkina Faso, with that little resources, can be able to give their people 5,000 kilometers of road every year. This is not me saying. This is a YouTuber, Wodemaya. Wodemaya went to Burkina Faso He met with Ibrahim Traore, though Ibrahim Traore didn't want to make video with him, but he met with some other ministers and he went to the. Let me tell you something. What the Maya said that Burkina Faso, as we speak now, is like a construction site. I have a plan of going to Burkina Faso, and I have a plan. It might be anytime soon. Burkina Faso is not far from me here. It's like, I think it's 2 hours to Burkina Faso. I have a plan of going to spend 1 week in Burkina Faso. I want to go there and see by myself, take videos, and as well go live, so that you people can confirm that what people are saying, everything you see on the social media is all social media hype, is all AI, is not true. It is a lie. It is true. What is going on in Burkina Faso? It is true. People have gone there to confirm. Nigerian YouTubers have gone there. Ghanaian YouTubers have gone there. They've confirmed for real. It is true. Ibrahim Traore, he built a EV, a electric vehicle manufacturing company that is existing, that is functioning right now as we speak. Burkina Faso is manufacturing electric vehicle right now as we speak. Not just only that. Do you know the biggest thing Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore did? Because he looked around and he realized that these foreign road construction companies is delaying the road construction in Burkina Faso. They're sabotaging his effort. So you know what he did? He asked them, all of them, to leave. And he purchased over 1,000 machines for road construction and established National Road Construction Company and trained his people. And right now, as we speak now, Burkina Faso is a working site, is a construction site. He promised his people 5,000 kilometers of road every year. This is what the French government failed to do for Burkina Faso people. French government have hold Burkina Faso ransom, hold their resources ransom, hold their military ransom, hold their government ransom for over 30 years and could not be able to boast of 3,000 kilometers of road for 20-something years, 27 years. Burkina Faso could not be able to boast of 3,000 kilometers of road for 27 years of French presence in Burkina Faso. And this, like I said, now, for only 1 year, Ibrahim Traore is building 5,000 kilometers of road. Not just only that, he's building companies that is giving, providing jobs for his youth. If you go to Burkina Faso at night, there's street light every part of Ouagadougou, every part of Fada. If you have gone to Burkina Faso for the first time, like as of 2014, I went to Mali. From Mali to Burkina Faso. From Burkina Faso, I came back to Gambia. Burkina Faso, there was no good road in Burkina Faso. From Fada to Bamako, the road are nothing to write home about. But now, if you go to Burkina Faso right now, there's street light every corner of Ouagadougou. I don't know about the provinces, but Ouagadougou, the capital, there's street light every corner of Ouagadougou. And not just only that, his people sit on the junction, every junction of Ouagadougou. And if you ask them what are they doing by this time of the night, by 1 a.m. to 12 a.m., if you ask them what are they doing, what is happening, they will tell you that they are sitting here to protect their president because they don't want anything to happen to their president. So this person that is labeled a dictator, how can he be loved by his people? A dictator loved by his people. For you to see that these people, they are playing games. They know what they are doing. They understand what they are doing. So by labeling him dictator, will now make the world see him in a different angle because he's a military leader. They will start painting him. That's exactly what they did to Gaddafi. Gaddafi was never a bad president in any form. Gaddafi was never. Read the history of Gaddafi. Read the history of Libya. Libya was one of the best countries in Africa. In fact, was the best country in Africa, not even one of the best countries. Libya was the best country in Africa. There's no single Libyan that would say that he did not enjoy or she did not enjoy Gaddafi leadership. There's no country in Africa that did not feel the positive impact of Gaddafi. There's no country, even in Gambia here, there's a Gaddafi mosque in Gambia, not even one. There are a lot of Gaddafi mosques in Gambia, not just only mosque. Gaddafi has a hotel in Gambia here. So how will you label such a president, such a person that have the good intention for his people as a dictator? They subject the Gaddafi into such inhuman treatment, kill him like a chicken. And people were celebrating, people were happy. Yes, this is their way to go. Now, today, where is Libya today? Libya that we used to be proud of then. Libya is nothing to write home about as we speak. Libya is down, down, and down for almost 15 years now. There's no government, there's no stable government, there's no government in Libya. Libya does not have government. There's no leader, there's no government in Libya after 15 years. These people do not want anything good for Africa. Gaddafi was one of the presidents that was clamoring for one borderless Africa. One borderless Africa. Gaddafi was one of the presidents. In fact, it was the main person that was advocating for one borderless Africa. A Libyan would travel to Nigeria without visa. A Nigerian would travel to South Africa without visa. You will not need to be harassed in any African border. You will not need to be harassed as an African. For instance, I'm a Nigerian. Will you agree with me and believe with me that when you are traveling from Nigeria across the Sahel states, from Benin Republic to Burkina Faso does not have problem with Nigerians? Sincerely speaking, I've run that road several times. Burkina Faso do not have one single problem with Nigerians. But when you come to Mali with Nigerian passport, you will have to pay 10,000 CFA for you to be able to have stamp for entrance at the port of entry, at the border, Mali border in. You will have to pay 10,000 CFA. Every other African country will pay 1,000 CFA. This is that discrimination we're talking about. This is that disunity we are talking about. Africa, first of all, we need to unite ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to embrace ourselves. We need to set aside this sentiment, this tribalism, this hatred meted on ourselves. Nigerian passport, Nigeria as a Nigerian holding Nigerian passport, you will have to pay 10,000 CFA before you can be able to allow entrance to Mali. If you are coming out of Mali, if you're on transit on that Sahel road, that ECOWAS road, if you are crossing Mali out, you will have to pay 10,000 CFA again, making it 20,000 CFA if you are on transit. 10,000 CFA but Mali in, 10,000 CFA Mali out. And when you get to Senegal, you will have to pay 5,000 CFA as a Nigerian passport holder. Senegal out of 5,000 CFA. And we have been complaining about this, reporting to the embassy. Like I said, our embassies are here for nothing. They are just here to enjoy themselves, live a flamboyant life, enjoy themselves, and do nothing. Our embassies are just useless. Most especially the one in the Gambia is a useless embassy. It's a useless Nigerian embassy. We complain and complain and complain and complain, and nothing is being done. Nigerians are the most hated African on earth. We have been hated for no reason. We have been discriminated for no reason. You can't give me excuse that because Nigerians there are bad Nigerians. You can't give me that excuse because there's no country that does not have bad people. There's no country on the surface of this earth that does not have bad people. Bad people are everywhere. So why are our own as Nigerians be different? Mali border in, 10,000 CFA as a Nigerian passport holder. Mali border out, 10,000 CFA as a Nigerian passport holder. Senegal in, 5,000 CFA as a Nigerian passport holder. Senegal out, 5,000 CFA as a Nigerian passport holder. But every other country, every other African country, 1,000 CFA, 1,000 CFA. And last time, as of 2013, is it 2013 or 20? Yeah, 2013, when Goodluck Jonathan came to Gambia, this case was reported to him, and he did nothing about it. This case has been reported to the embassy so many times, and nothing is being done about it. We do not love ourselves. First of all, we Africans, we do not love ourselves. If we want Africa, one united Africa, first of all, we will have to embrace ourselves. We will have to love ourselves. We will have to fight for ourselves, like the same way we are doing for Ibrahim Traore and Burkina people, Burkina babes. We are the reason why I choose to use my little platform to speak for him and to defend him at any cost is because I see him as a stepping stone. He's waking every African youth up. Ibrahim Traore is a youth. He's a very young guy. I'm older than him. He's 37 years old. I'm 41 years old. So I'm far older than him. Ibrahim Traore is opening everybody's eyes. He's making us to know that we have the resources to put Africa in place, to build the African that we desire. We have the resources. We have everything that it takes to make Africa the great place that we want, that we desire. But what is the problem that is holding Africa backward? Is the bad leadership. Our leaders are cowards. Like I give instances of what happened between Ramaphosa and Donald Trump during Ramaphosa's trip to America. That's the South African president. This is a case of what African leaders are going through. They are subjected to, they are subjected to their colonial masters. Before they do anything, they will have to go and take excuse before they can do anything. That is the reason why our mineral resources have been taken away from us. We can't be able to utilize them. We can't be able to use them to build the environment that we desire, that we want. Like I said, Africa is the richest continent on earth. It has the best weather and the best weather that you can think of. Landscaping, top notch. You cannot hear all these crazy these natural disasters, this dangerous natural disaster. You cannot hear it in Africa, but it happens every other place in the world. Earthquake happening in Mexico, in Asia, in America, in other places. It happens. Sorry. Yeah, Rich.
Hello?
Yeah, Rich.
Yeah, come now.
It's done, eh?
Yes.
It's straight now, eh?
Yeah, when you come in, you bring 300, yeah?
I bring what?
300.
Hey, Richard, I'm coming first. Later. I'm coming. So that is the thing. We have everything that it takes. Let me read comments. Um, let me read comments. Okay. Samuel Irene said they have gold too. Yeah, they have. Burkina Faso has gold. Exactly. That's what we are saying. Burkina Faso, as a country that has gold, they should be able to build a refinery to refine their gold in Burkina Faso. First of all, refining their gold in Burkina Faso would create job for Burkinabes. And also, not only just creating jobs, they will be able to utilize their resources. And I think that's what Ibrahim Traore is trying to do now. He's pushing for that, so that their gold will be refining in Burkina Faso, just as Senegal. I think Senegal is doing the same thing now. So, okay, Rollins says, I wish Ibrahim Traore may unite the whole Africa. He will. He's already doing that. Paris TV said, it's not difficult to identify a straightforward person. Ibrahim is a godsend. Exactly. Rollins said, where is the Native American man whom I met last time in this live stream? I don't know him, because they are always negative. Jasmine North said, President Ibrahim Traore asked, please keep faith. God is with you. Amen. You are covered. Amen. Thank you very much. Fadumo said, hi. Fadumo, where are you watching from? Ruth. Nhenze. Please, where are you watching from? Mozambique. Oh, I've been to Maputo. I've been to Maputo in Mozambique. I've been there. I was there 2014. I was in Maputo. Yes. You're welcome. Komakusta. Okay. I see Rolling said, Ibrahim Traore really a dictator? No, he's not. What Whistler Beleki? Where are you watching from? Sorry. Okay, Stanley Combe. This is my namesake. My namesake said his work has just begun on unification of our African before God and man. So it has said, let it be done. Make us Gavi, Africa for the Africans. Exactly. Thank you very much. Stanley, where are you watching from, please? Are you joining us for the first time? Please subscribe to the channel. Put on your notification. Okay. Taiwo Sobanjo, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, please? Roxanne Jones said, that day will cry. That day will cry the tears of joy. Exactly. Happiness and unity. God will bless that day and the leaders that make it happen. God bless Africa. Thank you very much, Roxanne Jones. God bless you for praying for Africa. Africa is the most sweetest continent on earth. Nobody can deny that fact. Henry Nsubuga. Henry Nsubuga, Museveni, and the Kagame are uniting Africa, but you are not talking about them. Excuse me, where are you watching from, Henry? No, Henry, this your comment is very, very, may I know? Okay, Jamaican brother, thank you, brother. We see your hands, Jamaicans. We see your protest against the white colonial masters, against the white supremacy, against people that are against the Ibrahim Traore. Thank you very much for standing for Africa, for standing for Burkina Faso, and for standing for Ibrahim Traore. Thank you, Jamaica. We saw your hands. We saw everything. Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you, Cubans. Thank you, Panamas. Thank you for some Black Americans. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for speaking up. Henry, now let me educate you. Let me ask you one question. Leave Paul Kagame by the side, because I know he's a Pan-Africanist and he's doing amazingly well in Rwanda. I want to ask you something. You mentioned Museveni here. What is the good thing that Museveni have done in Uganda? If I may ask you, Henry, I don't know if you are still here. If you are here, please, can you give me a little bit breakdown? Museveni have subjected the people of the innocent people of Uganda into abject poverty. In fact, Museveni is one of the worst presidents in Africa that anybody can think of. If you're talking about dictatorship, Museveni is a clear picture of dictatorship. Nobody can deny that fact. So how is Museveni uniting Africa? As how? Museveni have hold Uganda ransom for almost 40 years, or if not over 40 years. So what is good about Museveni, if I may ask? What is that special thing that you've seen in Museveni that you are using Museveni to compare? You are merging Museveni and Paul Kagame together. These people are two different people. These people they are like darkness and light. Museveni is darkness. Museveni that have killed a lot of oppositions. Museveni that have killed a lot of oppositions. If you come to Uganda prison today, you see a lot of oppositions that have been languishing in prison for years. I followed Uganda last election. I saw what happened. This is the reason why I keep telling people that the West does not like Africans. Because during that election, United Nations was there. They were there. African Union were there. ECOWAS were there. What's it called? European Union were there. Americans were there. They were observers of the election. And they saw what played out during the election when Museveni used military to oppress the opposition. How many times did they beat Bobby Wine? How many of Bobby Wine's supporters did they even kill during the campaign? And they did nothing. A clear day political robbery. Museveni, robbed the election, rigged the election, and which everybody knows very well that election was won by Bobby Wine. So why will you be saying that Museveni is uniting Africa? Please do not bring such individual on his topic here. We don't need his topic here. His topic is for another day. Museveni is a clear case of dictatorship. And if truly that Africom is working and they are fighting for dictatorship in Africa, Museveni should be the first president to be arrested. Look at Uganda. Uganda cannot even boast of good road, cannot even boast of constant electricity. How can you be comparing Museveni, using Museveni to merge Paul Kagame? He said Museveni trained Kagame to do things. Museveni trained Kagame? Can you say that? Are you hearing yourself? Are you listening to yourself? How can Museveni train Kagame? Do you know the impact, the positive impact Paul Kagame have done in Rwanda? and what is the positive impact this Museveni have done in Uganda. I believe clearly whether you are a supporter of Museveni. I will not blame you. It's your choice. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: you are an African youth. We deserve to tell ourselves the truth, and we must have to stand on the truth without fear or favor. Okay? We cannot, because that we love a particular politician, we start singing praises to them, start defending them, start making them look like they are doing too much. This is the problem I'm having with Africans. This is the reason why it will be difficult for our mindset to be salvaged. It will be difficult for us to wake up from our sleep and get to hold them accountable and start holding them accountable. When we see politicians, we see them like we see God. We praise them, we worship them, we bow for them, we sing praises to them, we hail them, we like as if they are. Listen, let me tell you, the money politicians are spending is your money. Ibrahim, okay, Henry Suma, he said we need Congo, Africa to move on, and these two are doing it. Chinedu Anyoha, thank you, brother. Okay, you can see the topic there. You can see the topic. Just okay. The topic here is this: we're talking about all our topic. We're just touching everywhere. Talking about Burkina Faso. We're talking about Africa, and we're also talking about the politics, the state of politics in Africa. So, like I said, Museveni have never been a good positive impact. They have never been a positive impact. Have never made any positive impact in Uganda. They have killed a lot of oppositions. So keep him by the side. If you're talking about Pogagme, yes, I will tell you, I will agree with you. Yes, Pogagme is doing well, and he's doing amazingly well, and his people love him. If Pogagme chooses to become a lifetime president, trust me, I can tell you for free that Rwandans will support him because they love him, just like exactly what's happening in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, they don't even mind if Ibrahim Traore remains in power forever. They don't mind because he's an innovative president that knows what he wants. He wants the best for his people, and he's doing amazingly well for his people. So comparing Ibrahim Traore and Museveni is like you are comparing day and night, because Museveni is night. Museveni, there's nothing good that comes out of Museveni. They are the part of the problem we're having in Africa today. They have subjected Africans into abject poverty, mesmerizing our resources, using our resources to play bet and gambling, and subject their citizens into abject poverty. In Uganda today, there's no good road. You know that. I believe you are coming from Uganda. There's no good road in Uganda. There's no constant electricity in Uganda. If you are on the air and coming down to Uganda, Kampala, what you see is bush. There's no development. So where is the positive impact Museveni is doing in Uganda today? That you will be praising him, comparing him with, merging him with Pokagne. So Chinedu, where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? May I know where you're watching from? So the same thing. That's what I'm saying. We cannot keep lying to ourselves. We must have to face the truth, call a spade, and face the reality. It is obvious that we Africans, we choose to glorify politicians and make them feel like they are too special. Okay, Chinedu from Lagos, thank you, brother. Welcome. You're welcome. Make them feel like they are too special. Politicians, the money they spend is your money. The money they spend is your money. So you have no reason to worship them. You have no reason to sing praises to them. You have no reason to bow for them. Without our money, they are nobody. I can remember vividly as of 1999, when civilians took over power from the military during Obasanjo time. In my local government, in our ward, our councillor then was someone that usually use bicycle to take a plantain to the market and sell. He wasn't having a good job. He wasn't even learned. But immediately civilians took over power. He took the advantage, and because he was running around for politicians and all that, they made him councillor. Do you know the first thing this man did? The money they gave him to build primary school, to renovate primary school, he used that money and built house for himself. Somebody that never had a house. His house was mud house. He used that money to build house, build a mansion for himself, a bungalow for himself. Not just only that, he used that money that time and bought a Mercedes. What's it called? This flat boot Mercedes Benz, this flat boot. Then those old Mercedes, he bought car. Then not just only buying car, he took chieftaincy title. Not just only that, he bought a house. Finally, he bought a house in the town. Somebody that had nothing and become councillor for 4 years, only 4 years, acquire those things. This is the kind of mentality that we are talking about. The mindset of an average man, average African is, when I enter there, I will just accumulate wealth for myself, without making sure that dividends of democracy goes across the board, reaches every single citizen. Because what we have in Nigeria, what we have in Africa, no African child deserves to jump Mediterranean Sea to cross to Europe for greener pasture, because we have everything that we need. And Ibrahim Traore is a clear case of opening eye for every African youth to understand that if he can be able to achieve all these things within just the space of 2 years, it means that bigger countries that have bigger resources can achieve that within even 5 years, and achieve more than that. In Nigeria, we shouldn't be talking about electricity now as we speak. We shouldn't be talking about electricity, constant electricity in Nigeria. That story should be story of the next, should have been a bygone. In fact, we should be celebrating constant electricity, 24 hours electricity. Just like in Gambia here, where I live, we have constant electricity 24 hours. If there will be interruption of electricity, now work will send a message across so that everybody will be prepared, and it will never last over 6 hours. The light will come back, and it doesn't happen often. We have constant electricity here. We have good pipe-borne water. Gambia, a little Gambia that is in the middle of the ocean, just in the middle of Senegal, a small country. We have constant, as I'm talking to you, we have light. There's light everywhere. There's good pipe-borne water. There is good pipe-borne water everywhere, and very affordable. Very affordable. So why is it that a country like Nigeria cannot be able to boast of constant electricity? In Nigeria, if you build a house, the next thing you do is to sink borehole. It doesn't happen like that in Gambia. Gambia, if you build a house, you call and work, they come and connect water for you. We have water. In Nigeria, you must have to sink borehole for yourself. You have to buy generator for yourself and burn diesel for yourself. A country that has everything. A country that has everything. Which, if those things are being utilized very well, refined in our country, I can give you only 5 years, there will be no single pothole in Nigeria. Even in the bush, there will be road. Exactly. Exactly, Samuel. Thank you, Irene. Thank you. Exactly. Let me tell you, with the resources Nigeria has, with the resources Nigeria that is made available to Nigerians, God, gave to Nigerians, we should be able to have. In fact, those things should be. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, if your governor build road for you, he did not do you a favor. It is your right. Our problem is that we've never discovered our right and fight for our right. If your governor build road for you, it is not something you should be celebrating, call carnival for, and start jumping up and down. He's doing well. He's doing this. Those things he's doing is your right. It's his duty to do it. He's not doing it with his money. He's doing it with public fund, your money. He's doing it with your money. Like I told somebody, you see, Nigeria, Lagos as a state, Lagos alone as a state, Lagos is about 24 million in population. 24 million in population. And according to the index, Forbes index, Lagos generates revenue 5 times more than Spain as a country. Lagos State alone. Lagos is not an oil state. Mind you, Lagos is not an oil producing state. Revenue alone, Lagos collects. The companies, the airport, the seaport, the this, the that. The revenue Lagos generates every month is 5 times. Okay, let me not just lie. 2 times of what Spain generates in a month. So Lagos is obviously richer than Spain as a country. And in Spain, there is constant electricity. Just like a few days ago, there was a kind of power interruption, not only in Spain, across Schengen states. France experienced it. Italy did the same. Spain did the same. German and all that. But it was resolved within few hours. Spain has constant electricity. Spain have good medical facilities that you don't need to travel abroad to go and treat yourself for anything. Spain has good educational system. Spain made it easy for their civil servants to have good and proper retirement benefits. They have everything. So why is it that they, as Lagos State, that generate that money? Where is that money going to? It's going to into a few people's pockets. That is the reason why they will tell you, their children will tell, bro, I'm very, very super angry. I wish I can have that capacity. That is why their children will come out and become drug addicts, because the money they did not see, the money they did not make, they just made the money. And you, as a poor man child, will be worshiping their children when you see them shouting up and down, start singing praises. Sorry, I have a little bit ego in me. That me personally, when I see politicians, I don't feel like I see human beings, because I feel like I see my enemy. I'm sorry. When I see politicians, I feel like I've seen my enemies, because this is the reason why an African child would jump Mediterranean Sea, take risk. He knows that it's a 50-50 thing. It's either death or life. He knows very well, because before he embark on the journey, he knows. But he chooses, instead of him to sit in his country and be suffering and be dying, it's better even if he's dying, let it be that he's trying and die. He would jump Mediterranean Sea to go cross to Europe for greener pasture. And even the worst part of it is that when they still cross to Europe, they will still be subjected to like slave. That is why when you come to Europe, there's something like they call African job. Those odd jobs, those menial jobs, that is what is meant for Africans. How long are we going to be living like this? A country that is super blessed. A country that helped Europe after Second World War. A continent that helped Europe after Second World War. After Second World War, have been subjected. Hey, Richard.
Hello?
I'm coming. I'm on live broadcast. I'm coming. Are you going now? So what are we talking about? We must have to start holding them accountable. We cannot continue like this. Has African Union ever given any aid to Uganda apart from talking? Please, African Union, how? I don't understand what you mean by African Union giving help. Which country is African Union giving help, by the way? To me, Ibrahim Traore is the best leader in Africa for now, except it's proven otherwise. Yeah, exactly. So we have to start holding them accountable. It is very sad. We have to start holding them accountable. Hello, Musa. Musa, desculpa, boa tarde. Como é que está? Está direito, Nharomon. Como é que está? Está direito. Desculpa, não de ligar aqui dia, mas a minha própria bem vai Senegal na própria. Vai Jor. Ontem como liba mas na própria. Está direito, vai direito. Vai correr bem. Está direito, tudo está direito, está fixe. Yo. So, gos, que não faz ora com taba que não faz na liga para ouvir para não combinar.
Okay.
Yo, obrigado, bo. Yo, Nhermão. Okay. So, it's crazy. It's crazy for real. It's crazy. Exactly. I'm not even paying attention to him because he's speaking off point already. It's not even it's not being straight. I think maybe he's a supporter of Museveni, or there's something he's gaining from Museveni horrible leadership. So I think so. I think he's getting something from Museveni leadership. Please give me a few minutes. Let me just attend to somebody downstairs waiting for me in the office, please. Just few minutes. I'm coming back.
Burkina Faso, despite all of the reforms President Traore is doing in the country, how deeply rooted is this sentiment? Well, I just arrived in Burkina Faso about a week ago, and right off the bat, I noticed that there is a lot of restlessness amongst mostly the young people here. When I asked them what actually was their aspiration for Burkina Faso, for the country, most of them told me that the country is facing economic challenges and they do not see any solution in sight. The price.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Welcome to Africa Diaspora News Channel. My name is Linians Akutunu making this report. It was reported that 47 trucks carrying weapons disguised as humanitarian aid were seized by Captain Ibrahim Traore. 47 trucks carrying weapons worth $100 were seized at the borders of Burkina Faso. This raises serious questions. How that these guys use humanitarian aid channels to transport dangerous weapons to West Africa, especially in a time like this where they're battling with security challenges. How were they so confident in transporting 47 trucks fully loaded with weapons into Burkina Faso? How were they so confident? This raises questions, right? Is it that there is someone working in the background in Burkina Faso? Or these guys are backed up with external forces we know and are so confident? How are they so confident that they will pass through the borders without being searched? It was reported that the trucks filled with weapons disguised as humanitarian aid were being transported from a neighboring country. So they felt that they would not be searched. And when asked to present papers, they presented fake documents. And due to the inconsistencies presented in the documents, the border patrol officers had to search. And when they opened the trucks, they saw boxes labeled medical aid, only to search further and they saw grenades, night vision, goggles, and the likes. It was a well-coordinated plan. And we are searching for answers. We want to know who sent them. And the Burkina Faso government have launched an investigation to know who sent these guys and who is to receive them in Burkina Faso. I'm sure that if they are to transport that to Burkina Faso, there is someone waiting to receive them. So we want to know who is to receive them in Burkina Faso. Does this mean someone in Burkina Faso, someone among the officials, someone close to Captain Ibrahim Traore, is supposed to receive them? I know we know that the West have a hand in this, but who is to receive these guys in Burkina Faso? What do you think about this story? Comment below and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Linians Akotuni.
It was the bromance of the century, the improbable union of the world's richest man with the world's most powerful.
That's 24-karat gold.
But all that glitters is not gold, and yet no one could have predicted a breakup as fast, as public, and as ugly as this.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
It was this public trashing of Musk in the White House yesterday that lit the fuse for the spectacular blow-up to come.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if it will anymore. I was surprised.
Trump was furious that Musk had publicly criticized his big, beautiful bill as an abomination that would bankrupt America. But Musk was watching on in real time and hit back immediately. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Such ingratitude. The president then hit back on his own social media platform. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, and he just went crazy. And then came the threat. The easiest way to save money is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts, to which Musk quickly replied, "Go ahead, make my day."
The bromance is over.
The alliance between the world's richest man and the world's most powerful, Donald Trump, is imploding right now in real time before our very eyes.
The news networks could hardly believe what was unfolding, but Musk was only getting started. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. It was a jaw-dropping allegation that Musk compounded by sharing video of Trump with the deceased sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Musk provided no evidence for his allegation, and there is none, but the accusation was nonetheless stunning. The Republicans on the Hill were quick to dismiss it.
It's just another accusation, another shiny object. There'll be another wreck on the interstate next week.
And are you not shocked by the allegations that he's in the Epstein files?
No, I don't give a shit. Give a shit about that.
He's accusing him, though, of being in the Epstein files.
Okay.
It's more than a billionaire spat, isn't it? Isn't this potentially dangerous for Donald Trump?
Look, you've heard some unbelievable things said on both sides. If he accused him on Epstein, what do the facts say? If it is, we're going to see everything, just like with John Kennedy murder. You bring everything out.
For the Democrats, the Schadenfreude was only too visible.
It was inevitable. We knew this was going to happen. This was like forecast that this would be something like the break of a Macbeth play. You know, it's all these people that are power hungry, some fishing for power, for influence.
I suppose it was in the stars. Everybody was predicting it when it first began. You've got two gentlemen with gargantuan egos and both appearing to suffer from malignant narcissistic personality disorder. And they basically converged around a common platform of plunder and pillage of the American people.
Hasn't lasted very long, this loving.
I don't know that any of these things last very long. There'll be probably something tomorrow that'll get people all upset too.
As the spat played out, shares in Tesla plunged as investors feared a feud with Trump would inevitably hurt Musk's business empire, and it might. While Musk is hoping to derail the president's mega spending bill and is threatening to use his cash to hurt Republicans in next year's midterm elections. It's all a far cry from this. When the two men stood shoulder to shoulder outside the White House, showing off Musk's Teslas just 3 months ago. Now, the car Trump bought in support of his first buddy, a lonely symbol of their spectacular billionaire bust-up.
So now, what becomes of the broken-hearted? Their social media posts might look flippant, but with such enormous wealth and power, the feeds of Donald Trump and Elon Musk are really inconsequential. Or as one commentator put it, I'm just so glad that one of these men has the nuclear codes and the other has all our personal data. So what consequences could there now be in Washington and indeed in Silicon Valley? Here's Kieran Woodley.
That's interesting. Come here. Take over, Elon.
He gave him and his campaign hundreds of millions to win the election. He gave him a seat at the table. He took a chainsaw to government waste. He gave him a golden key in thanks. But was this relationship, now disintegrating like a SpaceX rocket, always doomed to failure?
You have the president of the free world, the richest guy on earth, one of the smartest guys on earth. Conflicts, they're kind of predictable, aren't they?
Elon Musk was never really a true MAGA follower, a billionaire whose companies rely on global trade, a close relationship with China, and the electric vehicle revolution.
We will drill, baby, drill.
And all that goes against a tariff-loving nationalist movement that is all about oil and gas. That's why Steve Bannon, one of Trump's longtime supporters, has always accused Musk of being an opportunist.
They're not populist. You know, I tease Elon all the time. If I could turn him from a techno-feudalist globalist to a populist nationalist, we could make some progress here.
While the MAGA world rejoices, what will happen to the other tech billionaires who lined up to attend the inauguration?
I'm sure if we were in the boardrooms or in the private conversations with the tech lords today, they are extremely nervous about this fight and beginning to understand that there are fundamental elements of the MAGA movement that are not in sympathy with with the future they imagine.
That nervousness will depend on whether Trump hurts Musk, using the powers of the government to not just roll back electric vehicle subsidies, but perhaps even cut other federal contracts with Musk's SpaceX company. All this coming at a time when Musk is already feeling the economic and political pressure.
He's taken a series of hits and defeats. Doge is a failure. The Tesla brand has been deeply hurt both domestically and internationally by his fervent support for MAGA. So I think it's probably an accumulation of defeats that made him wake up one morning and say, wow, I'm in a good deal of trouble.
If the president holds the most cards, can Musk direct his chainsaw at Trump and pose his own threat? Because he claims that his nearly $300 million in last year's election is the reason why the Republicans now control all three branches of government. And with President Trump facing tricky midterm elections next year, could a prolonged breakup lead to Musk causing Trump an electoral headache?
I can tell you that congressional Republicans are getting anxious about this. Elon Musk has a lot of money. He spent nearly $300 million to help Trump get elected. For a lot less, he could be influential when it comes to congressional elections. And some of these Republicans are wondering, is Elon actually going to come and spend money against me if I vote for this bill? And $1 million in a tough congressional district goes a very long way.
Musk did plow millions into a Wisconsin Supreme Court race early this year, and he lost. And that will give him pause. But both men know that if their bromance was a wild ride, their breakup will have just as many twists and turns. The Republican Party and the American people are holding their breath ahead of the next move.
Well, the US political consultant Frank Lance joins me now from Oxford. Frank, it's great to have you back on the program. Why did this escalate so quickly and so publicly, do you think?
Because they're so well known. These are two individuals that is known by everyone who's watching this show. We've known that Elon Musk is brilliant. As one of your commentators said, we know that Donald Trump is the most powerful political person in the world. And I don't know of any time since Franklin Roosevelt issues with some of the industrialists in 1933, 1934. You have to go back almost 100 years for this situation to replicate itself. And that was before social media. That was before cable news. So you've got the technology, you've got the interest of the public, you got so much money involved, so much politics. People are paying attention.
But in terms of the substance of their relationship, I guess you could say a breakup was inevitable because, you know, Musk has the biggest factory for Teslas in China. He didn't like the tariffs. You know, the MAGA crowd around Steve Bannon never liked Musk. They thought he was too snooty and too rich. Was this an inevitable breakup given their conflicts of interest?
I'll tell you, inevitable for Steve Bannon to say that maybe Elon Musk should be deported. It was not inevitable for Musk to say that Donald Trump was with the Epstein crowd, that these are the most vicious individuals that are involved in this. And just as it grew to something so powerful and so meaningful, the relationship to come apart, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I've been using the analogy of this is King Kong versus Godzilla. This reminds me of a football match in your country. How dramatic it can be when the fans on both sides go to war against each other. We're not done yet. We've only just started this conflict.
Okay, well, one of the things coming up is, of course, the vote in the US Senate on the big, beautiful budget. This is what they ostensibly fell out over. Is Musk in a position now, having withdrawn his support from the president and his money no longer being activated against Trump critics, is he in a position to torpedo this budget, and what consequences would that have?
The consequence is that this is the seminal legislation the tax cuts, the budget cuts, how we're going to deal with Medicaid. All the issues are put into this one piece of legislation. And if Donald Trump fails to pass it, that's his justification for Republicans in the midterm election. So this is number one on everyone's radar. But number two is also how this impacts the elections in 2026. And the fact is, when Elon Musk was funding the efforts against the Trump opponents, it caused everyone to fold, caused everyone to compromise because they did not want to be primary. Now it's wide open. Now anything can happen in 2026. I don't believe that Elon's break with Donald Trump will torpedo legislation. I do believe that we're going to see a new level of independence among Republicans in the House and the Senate, which may be a problem for Donald Trump, but it's certainly going to have an impact on where we go from here.
So without the threat of Musk and his money, some of these Republicans who are very unhappy about this budget and a few other things like tariffs might rediscover that they have a spine.
Actually, I got to be candid with you, and the answer is yes. That is the question. I know what they say in private. I know how they actually feel. And the pressure now is not going to be to cave. The pressure is going to be, if you haven't cut enough spending, there'll be more members who will say, I will vote no. If they haven't cut taxes far enough, more members saying, I will vote no. This could not come at a worse time for President Trump, but in the end, there's an issue over the relationship between business and politics. I think it was an unholy relationship. It wasn't good for democracy. It wasn't good for economic freedom. What we need is more people involved, more issues, more legislation. I think this is absolutely essential for the future of the country. So I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing.
Okay, Frank Luntz, thank you very much indeed. Well, Matthew Bartlett is a Republican strategist and former State Department appointee for Trump's first term in office. He joins me now from Washington. Matthew, thanks for coming on the program. I mean, there was this extraordinary coalition, wasn't there, all the way from Steve Bannon and the mega MAGA crowd to Elon Musk, you know, a South African-born billionaire who came to America on a student visa, you know, who believed that tariffs were nonsense, whose biggest factory is in China, et cetera, et cetera. Is that coalition now kaput?
I'm not sure if it's kaput, but there is a massive fracture in it right now. Matt, you're correct. Donald Trump came to power in 2016, largely on a white working class vote. He then returned to power in 2024 with that same base, expanded into vast minority groups and working class parts of the population, combined with this high-tech bro led in part by Elon Musk. That is now all torn asunder as the personal relationship between the president and his friend, his advisor, his donor, his employee is now cracked wide open for all to see.
And I think it's worth reflecting on the fact that this wasn't just, you know, his best friend at some stage. I mean, there was little X that kept running around in the Oval Office as if it was a playpen in IKEA, you know.
Oh, yes. I have to go and do business and come back. I'm very sorry, guys. I wasted your time. But it's part of it today. Let me read comments here. Please stop discussing with African people like Henry because they won't understand. It's just like a Nigerian where people clamoring for Tinubu, or where are they today? To me, Ibrahim Traore is the best leader in Africa for now, except he's proving otherwise. Mukwa Kiacheng, where are you watching from? Henry said, has African Union ever given any aid to Uganda apart from taking? Please, this is your comment. Archibald Shielder, where are you watching from, please? Irene says, my brother, stop listening to Henry. Thank you, I did that already. Irene said he should go and study the history of Uganda from Obote, Idi Amin to presently. Okay, yes. Henry said, well, put energy on Congo DRC. Africans, we need Congo to work properly for Africa. Traore Edwin, thank you. Where are you watching from? CGG, where are you watching from? My King Ibrahim, okay. Alexander Aldolphus, where are you watching from? Leonard Mwene Lupembe, where are you watching from? Robert King, hi, Captain Ibrahim Traore. I was waiting so long for your entry for the liberation and sovereignty of our people in the global world economy. Exactly. Where are you watching from, Rupert King? Beauty Chewa, where are you watching from? Uchimi Edward, where are you watching from? You're welcome. You guys are welcome. Sorry, I had to go do one or two things business before it is late. Then I'm back again. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you as well for having patience to wait for me. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So, like we said, we will continue speaking using our platform. Like you said, yeah, like the first video that I played here, I played this first video where one useless journalist was like talking about he went to Burkina Faso and whatsoever people are coming. These things are bot agents. These things are agents that are trying to paint Ibrahim Traore. Africans are bad, you know. Some Africans are very, very, very bad. Some of them, they are very, very bad. They hate the truth and they want Africans to go down for their own selfish interest. You're trying to make Ibrahim Traore look like a very bad leader by saying that you went to Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso, and the Burkina Bears are complaining that this and that and that. Those things are cock and bull story. Doesn't even make any sense to any reasonable human being. You know, if your masters have paid you to come out and tarnish the image of Ibrahim Traore, it's not going to work on this social media that we are in, because we are already in for Ibrahim Traore. We can defend him anytime, any day. We'll fight for him. We defend him. We speak for him, because we know that he's not on social media. He's not having that platform to speak for himself. So we would have had little platform. We will use it to defend him to the core. So it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Not just only subscribing to the channel, please. Can you give us a thumbs up, please? Give us thumbs up. Comment where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out, because I'll be going off soon. I'll be going off very, very soon. I see Alexander Adolphus. Please, where are you watching from? Please, Alexander, if you are still here. Rupert King, please, where are you watching from? Beauty Chewa, where are you watching from? I see Terence Munro. That's right. This man is what protect him. We protect him. My brother, we protect Ibrahim Traore at all costs. Like I said, my platform is mainly for him for now. Like I said, I've given him a whole year. 2025 is for Ibrahim Traore. And besides, I'm going to be going to Burkina Faso anytime soon. I will announce it here when I'm going. And I'm going to spend 1 week in Burkina Faso. I will be touring Burkina Faso, making pictures, making sure you guys get to see what's going on in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is not that far away from here. It's about 2 hours or 3 hours on the air. So it's not that by road. I think it should be 2 days. I will get to Burkina Faso, but I'm not going to go by road because it's not safe. I don't like these road trips. It was when I was young, I used to go road trip, but now I don't like going road trip. 7-7. We must all defend, protect, and keep praying for Ibrahim Traore. Exactly. That is our duty. The duty called. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Please, if you love what we're doing here, give me thumbs up, please. Terence Munro, I am from Guyana, South American, but he is a true reflection of what a leader is. Thank you very much for your comment. Let me pin this comment. I'm going to pin this comment because you made a very valid comment. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So our duty is to protect him. Our duty is to speak for him. Our duty is to, is to defend him at all costs. It is to defend him at all costs. Grace Chowe, where are you watching from, Grace? Where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Comment where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy. From UK. Traore, thank you very much. Where are you originally from, please? Because I know you're African. Where are you originally from? From Uganda, from Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, please? Because I know you're an African, lives in UK. Zimbabwe. Exactly. That's Zimbabwe. That's my sister. Thank you very much, sister. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for joining us today. If you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification as well, so that whenever I comes live, you'll be able to be notified. And besides, I come live every 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. I come live every 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. This channel is mainly for Ibrahim Traore for this year, 2024. We'll be talking about him. We'll be talking about Burkina Faso. We'll be talking about Africa for a whole year, for 2025. You know, that's what we do. That's our job. We change the day Ibrahim Traore change from what he's doing and be doing another thing. That's when we change. But as long as he's doing the right thing, we'll be here and be speaking for him, be defending him, and fight for him. That's the way forward. Yes. Gibrala Mola Mbangura. Please, where are you watching from? Are you watching from Sierra Leone, or from Liberia, Bangura, or from Guinea? Please, where are you watching from? Please, may I know? Where are you watching from, please? May I know where you're watching from? God bless you guys. I have an amazing fans here. I have an amazing subscribers here. You guys are super. I knew it. My sister from Liberia, Sierra Leone. And when I saw Bangura, my mind went straight to the Sierra Leone. I knew it. I see Terence Munro. I love the fact that you are pushing back against the evil narrative of the. Exactly. That's what I do here. Forget about what you hear on social media. All these politicians. These politicians have been bought with money to destabilize Burkina Faso, to tarnish the image of Ibrahim Traore. What they're trying to do is for the world. They are going to another corner, the same way they did Gaddafi. They're trying to go to another corner of he's a dictator, you know, for people to be seeing him from that perspective. He's a dictator, he's a tyrant, and all their other. But he's failed on arrival, he's dead on arrival. Because with the power of social media, what happened to Gaddafi and what happened to Thomas Sankara, what happened to Kwame Nkrumah will never happen again in Africa in our time. Because we are here, we've been here, we are here on social media to defend our continent. That's our job. I love the. Okay, he said, Dre Gumade, watching from South Africa. Thank you, brother. We need a version of him here. Thank you very much. My brother from South Africa, you saw what your president did when he visited Trump. That what he did was a kind of slap on the face of African sovereignty. For a South African president, Ramaphosa, to subject himself into such interrogation is a setback. Is a total no for every single reasonable African, a critical thinker. If you're somebody that have discerning spirit, you will get to agree with me that when he was in the White House, in the overhaul what they call the overhaul room or whatsoever, he was shivering. He was scared. He was afraid of his Trump. I mean, I was like asking, where is our sovereignty? You know, for a president to be subjected in that manner, be interrogated in that manner. It is a slap on African face. Well, I am older than Ibrahim Traore and I am a Christian, but he is the African's Moses for this generation. Exactly. And I and my family are out of Africa, but we pray for him daily. He is my hero. He's everybody's hero. Every single reasonable African, Ibrahim Traore is his hero, because Ibrahim Traore now is opening eyes of every single African to get to understand that we have the resources that is required to build Africa, to make Africa look like Europe, so that our children, our brothers, our sisters will stop jumping into Mediterranean Sea just to look for greener pasture because of bad economy and bad leaders of African leaders. Onyeka Francis, thank you, my brother. Onyeka Francis from Malawi. Onyeka Francis, but this sounds like an Igbo man, sounds like a Nigerian, but you live in Malawi. I believe you live in Malawi. Gibrila Molai Bangura, thank you very much. May Allah protect him exactly. Roxanne Jones, Ibrahim Traore is there for a purpose, and God willing, he will fulfill his purpose. We need more like him in Guyana, South America. It will all happen. Revolution have already started already. And as you can see, the news of Ibrahim Traore is going across the world. Every single lover of Africa is supporting him, rooting for him, protesting for him. That is the heat. That is the heat. General Michael, what's his name? General Michael Langley saw that he could not, withstand, and he stepped down. The same heat we are going to use it. There is power in one voice. There is power in social media, and the social media is our tool, is our weapon, and we will continue using it. Ras Marcos, Ibrahim of many sons. Good. Jatuba, thanks so much, my brother, for the program. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Jatuba, where are you watching from? Are you watching from Gambia or Sierra Leone or Guinea? May I know where you're watching from? But this sounds like Gambian name. Okay. Walusimbi Vianem from Uganda. We have longed for such selfless leader, especially in Africa. Exactly. This has been every single reasonable African wish. This is our wish, to have a reasonable leader that has his people at heart, that work for his people, that all his thinking is to make his people happy, put smile on the face of his citizens, and as well make sure that the dividends of democracy goes across the board to every single African. Yeah. Grace Show, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, and as well, please do me a favor by commenting where you're watching from, and as well give me a thumbs up. Oh, Jatuba, my Gambian sister, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me today. Please put on your notification so that you come live anytime. You'll be able to notify anytime I come live here. I come live here every 8:30 p.m. Gambia time, 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. I was supposed to come live today, but no, I have appointment today by evening time. I would have to go to the airport. From airport, I will have a meeting, so I will not be able to make it today evening. So tomorrow, catch us live by 8:30 p.m. so that we can discuss more of African issues and Burkina Faso at large. So thank you very much, guys. China Chiringo, I'm so proud of the leader. God will keep to protect him from Nigeria. China Chiringo, please, where are you watching from? From Nigeria? Are you Igbo or Hausa? Please, may I know where you're watching from? Grace Joe, thank you very much. Thank you. Falcon KK254 from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, today I will be drawing the curtain here, so we will all have to have some rest. I've been here for 2 hours plus, so I think that's enough for today. From Nigeria, I'm Igbo. I'm also Igbo. I'm from Abia State. I'm a Nigerian from Abia State. Thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. Put on your notifications so that you'll be able to know when we are live. Patrick Mulunda, good president for Africa. I am happy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ras Marcos calling from London. I am Jamaican. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. See you guys tomorrow evening. I'm very, very happy we spent a lot of time together today discussing important issue about Africa and the Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. And I'm very, very excited that we had fruitful discussions today. Thank you, Sandra Junglers. Thank you very much for the lesson, for what you taught us today. For me, for the first time, I'm getting to understand that Adolf Hitler is originally from Austria, not from Germany. He was just naturalized in Germany. Thank you very much. What's the time there? Here now is 12:50. 12:50. Yes, 12:50 exactly. So I will have to leave you guys here till tomorrow, 6 p.m. or possibly I may still come live tomorrow morning. I would just let you guys know anytime. But for sure, 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. Catch me live. Thank you, Jatu. May Allah bless and protect Ibrahim Traore. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. You guys are amazing. Spending 2 hours plus here today is something that should be. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you guys. We're drawing the curtain here. Bye-bye. Bye. See you guys tomorrow, or possibly in the morning tomorrow. By this time, I'll be coming live as well, but never know yet. It depends on my schedule. But for sure, 8:30 p.m. Gambia time, you're gonna catch me live. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank